Kazuchika Okada has made his AEW Dynamite debut. Plus, there's a major change to the AEW New Japan Forbidden Door card, and we had new NXT champions crowned at an NXT event last night.
It's raining yen. Hallelujah, it's raining yen. Oh yeah, Kazuchika Okada is in AEW now. Well, he's not in AEW, but he rocked up at AEW, didn't he, Tom?
He was in AEW.
He was in an AEW.
Okada appeared last night after Hangman Page beat Silas Young. By the way, Silas Young rocked up from ROH last night. That was nice too. Hangman Page beating Silas Young. Afterwards, this led to Adam Cole coming out, Jay White coming out, and it looked as if we were going to see White and Cole hand a shoe-in to Hangman. Yeah. And then the coin dropped. Big pop.
Yes.
Here's Okada.
Exciting stuff. Now, this was one of my pictures yesterday as well, and it came true, Tom.
Look at that.
It came true. Now, obviously, after Dominion, it was kind of thought that Okada might not turn up at Forbidden Door. In fact, well, it was very weird in the wording of it. It was very much like he might not turn up there. It's looking like he's not gonna be there. But then it felt as though they were almost saying that a little bit too much, to the point where, you know, we were like, oh, but really, is he going to be out of action for it, though? No.
Yeah, exactly. So I think Okada is a very welcome boost to the Forbidden Door card. It's been a little bit snake bit in the weeks running up to it, as I think most of the wrestling world has been in 2022. Yeah. But I think this is an exciting thing. And it was later on confirmed that Okada will be in action for Forbidden Door. It's going to be Okada taking on Hangman Page, Adam Cole, and Jay White for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
I'm excited, Tom.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Big challenge for Jay White there.
It is, but do you know what? I mean, I think from kind of how the match went and how his promos have been and stuff recently, I don't think he's going to lose it at Forbidden Door. This very much feels like the Switchblades era, as he keeps alluding to it as such. So I think we're going to see him on a very dominant reign for quite a while.
And I think it'd be a great thing to have him hang his hat on to say, I beat Okada, I beat Jay, I beat myself apparently. Your greatest opponent is yourself. I beat Okada, I beat Page, I beat Cole in one night.
Definitely, especially with all the stuff he's been saying, like, you know, there wouldn't be an AEW if it wasn't for me, because you all ran away from Japan when I beat you all and whatnot. So that's quite exciting. I'm very looking forward to this. There's a lot of stuff that's been built on this. So, yeah.
And it comes at a really handy time, because as one major name is added to the show, one major name has been taken off. Talking about Bryan Danielson. It was speculated yesterday that Bryan Danielson wasn't cleared to compete, and he confirmed as much last night, announcing on Dynamite that he is unable to compete at Forbidden Door on Sunday or Blood and Guts next week. He did, however, say that his replacement for Forbidden Door will be revealed on the show. Not only will it be replacing him in the match against Zack Sabre Jr., but this will be the newest member of the Blackpool Combat Club.
Ooh, very exciting.
Now, we'll do a little bit more pondering on this in predictions later.
Yeah?
First thoughts.
Claudio.
Claudia,
absolutely. I think it would be so good. In the promo in the announcement that Danielson was doing, he was talking about, you know, Eddie Kingston thinks that I'm a judgmental asshole and all this, and I was like, I know obviously this whole thing is surrounded by what's happening with Jericho and Kingston, but sort of dropping Kingston's name in there made me think, ooh, it would be a very interesting dynamic to see Claudio and Eddie Kingston on the same team, given that, you know, they don't necessarily like each other.
There is quite a history with them two in Chicago.
Yeah, so this would be a very interesting dynamic. And, you know, technical prowess wise, Zack Sabre Jr. and Claudio would be a phenomenal match to watch as well.
Oh, that'd be a lovely time for all involved. One to keep an eye on. We'll see what happens on Sunday with that one, as Zack Sabre Jr. versus a mystery opponent / newest member of the Blackpool Combat Club is on the card for Forbidden Door. Also for the card on the buy-in, Max Caster and the Gun Club facing LA Dojo. Then on the main show, we've got the Bullet Club facing the Dudes with Attitudes. Sting, Darby Allin, Shingo Takagi, and Hiromu Takahashi.
Oh my God.
I like the idea of Takagi, Takahashi, Darby Allin, and Sting being the dudes with attitudes.
I love that.
It's very Kevin Nash and
It
Shawn
is
Michaels
very
of them.
Kevin Nash, which makes me think as well. Another pitch that Ross did yesterday was Sting rocking up in his Wolfpack, NWO Wolfpack red and black face paint. So imagine if something like that happened as well. Maybe Darby Allin does the same too, just paints like half of him red,
don't.
which would be really, really cool.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Winner take all, the IWGP Tag Team titles and the ROH Tag Team titles on the line. United Empire's Jeff Cobb and Great O'Khan facing FTR and Roppongi Vice. What a combo!
That's very exciting as well.
Very mixed bag, that one. That could go. I mean, that could either be brilliant or just a wreck. I think it'll be. I'm hoping it'll be brilliant.
I think it'll be brilliant. Given the teams that are involved, especially FTR, I think we're in for a good time, Tom.
Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm for the AEW Women's World title taking place. The All-Atlantic title being decided between Malachi Black, Pac, Miro, and Ishii. We'll have, as we mentioned, the IWGP title defended by Jay White against Okada, Page, and Cole. And the interim AEW World Championship will be decided. John Moxley versus Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Oh, do you know, like, obviously the build to this pay-per-view has been a little bit strange because it does feel like they've all of a sudden thrown things at us rather than us getting, like, genuine builds to a lot of stuff. It's shaping up to be a good card, methinks, now.
Yeah.
It was a little bit touch and go, I think, beforehand. When we had the 6 matches announced, there was some good stuff on there earlier, but then sort of last night's announcements too got me a little bit more pumped up for it.
Got a little bit more for it. Right, next bit is some spoilers. We're going to end on some spoilers for NXT UK. Now, if you don't like it spoiled for you, you want to watch it week to week, this is your jumping off point. Thanks very much for being here. We'll do predictions later on the channel for Forbidden Door, and there's other good stuff throughout the day. If you're leaving us at this point, keys.
Love you, bye.
What's going on in NXT UK,
Oh
Andrew?
my goodness. NXT 2.0 stars Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen are your new NXT UK Tag Team Champions, and I'm crying inside for Ashton Smith. WWE announced during yesterday's NXT UK taping that Oliver Carter had suffered an injury, meaning that Carter and Ashton Smith were forced to vacate the titles, and that hurts my soul because I feel like Ashton Smith has wanted a title for so long. He got one, and now it's been unfortunately taken away from him.
Just devastated for him. So now bear in mind, last week they were fine.
Yeah.
Because they won the belts like 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Oliver Carter is going to be, I think by the time this goes out, he's doing an interview today for WWE Germany.
Oh.
About 11 o'clock local time.
Okay.
So I don't know whether they'll go into more detail about what happened there because, in the timeline, it's not happened yet. Whether they'll use that in a kayfabe way to announce his injury.
Maybe, yeah.
Because the match, I believe that match will be on telly tonight.
Oh, okay.
Because the last set of tapings ended with Trent Seven turning on Tyler Bate. A heartbreaking bit of telly that was, by the way.
I'm crying.
I would like to give a big shout out to Cultaholic fan Honey, who was at the tapings giving that reaction to Trent Seven's turn, and I believe she was all of us in that occasion. She is, I think, now the UK's version of the Miz Kid.
It was incredible. It was incredible to see her there with that expression as well, bless her.
She took the Tom Campbell wrestling buddy with her to the tapings.
Did she?
So
That's amazing.
Thank you for getting me on the tapings, Honey. It's appreciated. So this led to the titles being vacated. Josh Briggs, Brooks Jensen, who were set to challenge for them, were hoisted in a 4-way with Dave Mastiff and Jack Stars, Mark Andrews and Wild Boar, and D. Famil. And they won it.
They did. They did. Well, you know what? I wonder whether this could potentially be a good thing for NXT UK.
I think if they utilize it, it's a great thing.
I think because, and it's such a shame as well, and I say this every single time, like, it's very underrated NXT UK, and hopefully now with NXT 2.0 stars with the belts, perhaps we'll get a little bit more crossover from the UK to the US and back and forth and stuff like that, because I think it needs to be showcased a little bit more because it is just that good. It is good.
I could see them potentially doing something where they get Brooks. They get. I keep wanting to call them Brooks and Dunn. I'll call them Brooks and Dunn. the country legends Brooks and Dunn singing about Red Dirt Road and finding Jesus. Brooks and Dunn. I think they'll turn up on NXT 2.0 with the belts. I reckon they'll. I'm not saying this is what I want to happen. It's what's going to happen. I could see them having a match against the Creed brothers. Like, hey, both champs face each other and them losing clean to the Creed brothers.
Yeah, unfortunately so.
But having the NXT UK championships on American telly, not a bad thing.
Not a bad thing.
That's a good thing. Well done, Josh Briggs. Well done, Brooks Jensen, aka Brooks and Dunn, as I'll now apparently keep calling him. More wrestling news throughout the day and predictions for Forbidden Door coming up this weekend. Later on today with him, your reigning Cultaholic heavyweight champion, Cowboy Andrew, and me, not. And we'll keep you posted on other stuff on our Twitter at Cultaholic as well. Case.
Love you, bye.